This podcast is for support and inspiration only. It is not medical advice. Always talk to your doctor or care team about what's right for you. Is bariatric surgery really easier when you're working side by side with your partner?
Like I said, I'm going through a mental struggle. Mindy's not.
I don't really use food to cope, but I love sweet.
Happy, sad, depressed, whatever food was my comfort.
If you're wondering what it's really like to share this journey as a couple, stick around and listen to Chase and Mindy's story.
That even though you're getting the same surgery, the journey is very different.
Extremely different.
So now the relationship with food, it's difficult because again, they don't help you or teach you what to do now that you don't have the one thing you used to rely on to cope with. So I have to find new ways to cope, and it's not easy. They do not teach you or help you in any way with the mental aspect after the surgery. They don't warn you about any of that. So it's been a learning curve, to say the least.
Yeah, like looking at a plate of food and being like, okay, I want to eat this. I don't actually ever get hungry. Chase does. I guess, I don't know. I guess everybody's different, but like, okay, it's like literally this big of a plate. I can eat this. And then like, you take 4 bites and you're like, oh, I can't eat it. It's just, we put in the fridge that eventually gets thrown away.
Yeah, that happens in the beginning. Once you learn a little bit more of what you can handle, you can kind of prepare for the leftovers. But at the beginning, you find yourself just like, I used to feel bad because I'm like, all this food.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah, because you eat something one day and the next day you're just like, that doesn't seem.
Yeah.
Like we have
it's like
boiled eggs in the fridge right now. I'm like, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, I couldn't do eggs long. When you say that, you're referring to like your surgeon team. You don't think they prepared you for the mental aspect?
No, not at all, actually. I mean, they go over your diet plan, you get the dietitian, but no one really goes over like, okay, they don't really go over like maybe the deep-rooted reason why, food was a coping mechanism. And now since I can't have that, like, what do I turn to? So
it's almost like a loss because you don't have the food anymore that you counted on. Like, it's like you lost a friend. With him.
You go through a mourning period almost, because it's like, and like Mindy says, it's like you put one egg in front of you. Like if I make a fried egg, in my mind, I should be able to eat one fried egg. Like I used to eat 4. Like that. Why can't I eat just one? And it really frustrates me. I don't know how to deal with that. So it's been a learning curve.
One thing for me, like when I knew that I had some like food issues and that it was like I need to address some stuff. So when they said, "Oh, you have like your mandatory psych appointment for the surgery," I was just like so excited, like, "Ooh, we about to heal some things." Like we about to.
Yeah.
It was literally like 10 minutes. Okay, you getting the surgery? Okay, do you want to harm yourself? How you feel? Okay, signed off, and it was like,
yeah,
that's it.
So a few questions.
I still want food. I still love food. Can someone help me? Like, don't cut me yet. I'm not ready.
It's a lot like the mental health questionnaire that they give you when you just go to your primary. Just those questions like, are you going to hurt yourself and stuff? And honestly, we've got good benefits if we needed to see a psychiatrist. We have no problem doing that right now. Good. And we have Chase hasn't told his family that we had the surgery, but my family knows because my family's super supportive and they've been really supportive. And like my mom invited us over. She's like, I'm going to make a turkey. Come over and eat because I know you can eat turkey. Like they're just really great parents and they're here for us if we need to talk. But if it came to a point where we weren't okay, we're not against seeing a psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes, like you said, you have to mourn that loss, but you have to kind of understand the relationship to understand how to mourn it. So everyone, has their own journey, but we've been saying that's the theme of this show. It is mental, y'all. It is not just physical. It's not just about losing the weight. It's a mental journey to you finding yourself and understanding how you work in relationship with food. So I'm just glad you guys have each other to kind of support during that process. Because like you guys both get it. Since you both had the surgery, you both understand. My husband doesn't get it. He just eats popcorn in front of me like, oh, you're doing great, babe.
He doesn't understand. Oh, it's so awkward and so bad. And they're like, never. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
What led you to decide on the gastric sleeve surgery? Was it a joint decision or did one of you inspire the other?
So really what happened was my insurance company at work changed the coverage for the GLP-1 medications where I was paying $25 a month for each of the medications. They changed it and now it's like $306 a month for the medication for each of us. And then my son takes it too. He's an adult and he takes it too. So I was like, I am not paying $900 for medication a month. And they started a new program this year. I think it's called Lantern, where basically they'll do the bariatric surgery for free. So I went to the pharmacy to pick up the medication and I came home and I was like, look, we're just going to do gastric bypass because it's free and it's not as expensive. So we saw our surgeon and he had three options. We could do the sleeve, we could do the SATE, or we could do the regular bad bypass. But because our BMIs weren't extremely high, he recommended the sleeve just because the other two, the issues down the line with the malnutrition becoming an issue. And since our BMIs weren't so high, he said, go ahead and just do the sleeve. And so we kind of wanted that anyway. We were worried about the whole intestine moving thing. It just seemed scary. And I'll be honest, the paperwork said you could poop 7 to 10 times a day if you got the SATE. And I was like, I do not want to be pooping 100 times a day. So it just seemed like the logical choice.
Yeah, those side effects can kind of make you a little concerned.
For real.
I definitely understand. So, how did you both feel going into the surgery? Did you guys get it on the exact same day, or was it
We
like one
did
or
on
the other?
Valentine's Day. And then our anniversary, you guys are like the streets day.
Back. And then our anniversary was the next day. So, but yeah,
Oh my God,
ladies
I
first.
love that.
She went first.
So she was first.
She went first, and then
I asked for it though, because I was like, okay, I want to go first and just get it over with. Because I knew if I had to wait for him, I would be so nervous the whole time. So I was like, let me be knocked out when he goes in, then I won't have to worry about it. So yeah, we did it the same day.
yeah, so just a couple hours apart. As soon as she was done, he wheeled me in.
Wow, how did you feel? Were you guys like excited, nervous, since you guys were both going at the same time?
I was nervous more for her than I was for myself.
Yeah, same. I had 2 surgeries last year and they were way worse than this surgery. And so I wasn't afraid of like the anesthesia or anything. I I was like, okay, I like anesthesia. You get knocked out, you wake up and it's all done. So I don't think we were nervous for each other,
Yeah.
not for ourselves.
So did you have recovery like in the same room? I know when I had my procedure, they had, if you wanted to do recovery, they had where you could have 2 beds in one room. I was just wondering, how did that work for you all?
By the time I think for whatever reason it was longer to wake me up out of the anesthesia. By the time I woke up, Mindy was already dressed and they wheeled me over and she was in a chair, already, up and at 'em and they wheeled me in. So it was same day. So as soon as they kind of woke me up, made sure I can take a few sips, they sent us on our way. So we didn't stay overnight.
Yeah. And before, just kept running between the 2 rooms. They put us in rooms next to each other. And then they're like, there's another Benetti here. I'm like, oh, that's my husband. And then thought that was so funny that we were both there the same day.
I love that.
Did y'all have like similar struggles?
I don't know if it's similar. I've always counted on food as a comfort. I had some childhood trauma. Food was always a comfort to me. I turned to that for everything, happy, sad, depressed, whatever. Food was my comfort. So I think Mindy just likes food. I don't think she uses it for a comfort or a coping mechanism like I do. I mean, you can speak for yourself.
Yeah, no, not really. I had a really good life growing up. My parents are amazing people. We were always like told, eat everything on your plate, I guess just that generation, that's always what they told you, just to eat everything on your plate. I have 2 sisters, both of whom are extremely skinny. So I think maybe I just got the bad genes of it or something. But I don't really use food to cope. But I love sweets. Chase is not a sweets person, but he has the palate of like a 2-year-old. Like he likes macaroni and cheese and SpaghettiOs. Who eats SpaghettiOs?
I do. Not anymore.
On purpose?
And Vienna sausages. He saw them at Costco and he's like, "Oh, I bet we could eat these." I was like, "No human should eat those. That's disgusting."
No. Ooh, wow. Yeah, you got that old school palate too.
I do.
So, what was the biggest adjustment in your lives since the surgery? Is it the mental or
For me, yeah,
food?
it's been my relationship and the mental aspect with food. Protein drink. I can't even get a whole protein drink down. And of course, I do see Mindy. She can sit there and drink her protein drink in 5 minutes. And I'm sitting here like, it takes me all day to drink one protein drink. I struggle getting my protein in every day. I struggle getting the protein in and my water in. So that's been the hardest for me.
I can't even think of anything that I thought was terribly hard.
As I drink my water.
I guess just kind of packing your lunch differently than you did the days that I do go into the office. That's a little bit different. Like I have like basically baby food jars that are reusable that I put the food in, and but I think that's the only thing really. It's been like you read horror stories and you're scared, like, oh my God. Even like my aunt had gastric bypass a long time ago, and she every time she ate, she threw up. So you feel like you're so scared that these things are gonna happen to you, and your surgeon's like, no, it's not normal to throw up every day, but you're still like, I don't know, she did. And then or you hear people, oh, my aunt got it done and she got fat again. Like that's what someone at work told me, my best friend at work. So you hear all this stuff and then you're like, oh gosh, am I doing the right thing? But really, it's been amazing so far. Nothing that I can complain about.
I love that you guys did it together. You guys seem like such a strong couple to do it together with. That's so cool.
Thank you.
Were there any moments of struggle where one of you had to step in and help the other one stay on track?
Yeah. The liquid diet, well, she didn't tell me. I found out. I followed the crumbs, if you will. And I was like, hey, wait a second. But
Have you been eating animal cookies? And I'm like, yeah, I have.
Where's this rapper come from?
I was like, you could just tell me you're struggling and I'll help you. That's what I'm here for. So her more on the pre, me more on the after. So
Yeah, I haven't with not being able to eat or drink a lot. If I'm like, like I said, if he eats like something like enough protein, then I'm like, oh, you did it. Or if he
she's my hearing section.
I'm like, oh, you did it. And oh, like last week I said I lost like 1 pound, 1 ounce. And so I said I quit gastric sleeve. And he's like, oh, you can't quit gastric sleeve. And I was like, I quit.
I was like, don't worry, it didn't work. Said you still lost 1 pound. I said that's still a loss.
Yes. Yeah.
You're not gonna lose big numbers every week. That's not how it works.
Unfortunately.
Slow and steady wins the race. That leads me to my question. How are you guys handling the differences in the weight loss pace? Because who's lost more weight at this point?
Chase has by about 10 pounds.
Just that's it. Only 10 pounds though. I mean, we're talking from our pre-op. So our pre-op,
Yeah.
I've lost 39 and you've lost 29, right?
I lost 30 and you've lost
Yeah.
39. So like a 9-pound difference. I told him before we had the surgery, if he lost weight or if he got skinnier than me, then I was going to put that stuff they put in the preemie babies formula, the extra calories, and like just sprinkle it on food. Sounds just like good to do.
It's gonna set you up a little bit.
Oh. They're like, you can't be skinnier than me.
But the pre-op diet, I lost 15 pounds. She lost 10. So I already went into the surgery 5 pounds ahead. So
That's because I was eating animal.
exactly.
Also, he's a guy. The guys I find or I hear, because I'm not one, but they usually kind of lose more quicker. It's a thing.
That's true. Our son, he's on GLP-1. Which one does he take? Zepbound. And he's been doing it for 2 months and he's lost 60 pounds. So like he
Metabolism.
yeah, well, I mean, you're not so young, and I'm 45 and 50 and Elijah's 21. So I think that has a lot to do with it too. But I'm like, he'll come down and be like 3 pounds this week. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to beat you.
Yeah. But with me, like total, I lost 170 pounds. And what I will say, thank you. But what I will say, it was more weeks of only losing 1 or 2 pounds than 10, 15. So I know like right now, especially since you just had it, you're just like, okay, get skinny now. Like I did it. What's on your body? But give your body time, especially if you had like a lot of weight loss at once. It kind of has to like, readjust, resettle. And honestly, you don't want it to go all away at once because that's when like you're gonna have the flabby skin and everything. Like as long as you're doing what you need to do, as long as you're doing what you need to do, you're fine, girl. Don't worry about it. We'll get there.
Which surgery did you guys have?
I had the bypass.
Okay.
I had the sleeve.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I didn't want to go back. I was just like, let's do this.
Yeah, I feel that. And don't watch TikTok because you watch everybody on their journey on TikTok and everybody's on, oh, I'm 5 weeks post-op and they're eating at Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, we actually did for the first time yesterday. Our in-laws took us out and went to Culver's. And I'm like, what in the world do we eat?
We got 2 chicken tenders.
We got 2 chicken tenders and a little favorite fry. We ate 1 tender and 2 fries. Like, that's all we can. But it sat so heavy. Do not recommend on only 5 weeks. Not yet.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, TikTok is off the chain with what people are eating so early in their journey. I get the people that are further, 3-4 months down, you can eat more, but these people that are like, I'm 3 weeks post-op and I'm at, Chili's, and I'm just like, what?
How?
Yes.
How?
No.
How are you eating this
No way possible.
within your first week?
Yeah, I don't.
That's why I feel like that's when I see stuff like that, I think, okay, that's mental. Because how are you just a week and a half after surgery talking about you're eating wings? You're hurting. You might not be acknowledging that you're hurting, but I can't see if they cut your stomach to this, you're able to handle wings or like you said, chilies that early. I don't know. They just may be lying too.
It's like rage baiting people because people get so mad on those posts. Like, why would you cut yourself up and then do this to yourself? Like, you did all that work and now you're gonna ruin it by eating. And that I know that that's not the case. You're not gonna ruin yourself by eating, but you should be making better choices after you went and got yourself cut up.
Mm-hmm. And if not, then again, that's where that mental,
Yeah.
you got to do some more work because it's just a tool. But if you don't use it, you will gain it right back. Yeah, looking for a revision or going back on your shots or, because you didn't get all the weight that you wanted to. But it's a journey, definitely a journey.
For sure.
So, have you all created any new routines or traditions since you had surgery?
He started exercising more. He always was more of an exerciser than I was anyway, but I had been off exercise because I had the back surgery, and then just never kind of picked it up. So we've done exercise.
Yeah, our schedules don't allow us to really exercise together. Otherwise, we would. Because of her back and she's still struggling walking like for a longer period of time. I go out and I walk around the neighborhood. She'll walk on the treadmill for a few minutes. That's what she can handle. So eventually, when she gets stronger and builds more stamina, we'll end up probably walking together. But yeah, and
We meal prep.
yeah, we cook together more now than we did before. So
Chase was always the cooker because I make everything Cajun. That means
our kids call it crispy.
so that you cook it because my mom makes it crispy. Crispy means burnt.
They're being nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any like water pool or a Y near, but I have a friend. She had like back and knee issues after her surgery, and so she started swimming. That's how she got a lot of her workout in. It was a lot easier on her bike.
Yeah, we're in
So
Florida. So there's water everywhere.
Yeah. So the thing, especially as it gets warmer, that might be a good option too. So you'll still be able to work out, but it's a lot easier on your body.
I see you said you meal prep together. What are some examples of some of the meals that you all eat?
We did, well, we're just coming off of our soft food. So we did the ricotta bake. We did.
Our soft foods was not puree because I was like, okay, if I have to puree my meat, I quit because that's disgusting. So we could eat ground beef or ground turkey as long as it was ground really small. So we had taco bake this week. Well, not really taco bake. We just had like taco meat.
I made ground turkey, and I just added some taco seasoning to it, and we just put it in with some low fat sour cream and whatever. I mean,
Cheese.
yeah, whatever you want, really.
And we had the regatta bake.
The ricotta bake. What else did I do?
Oh, we had some ham.
Did we?
Yeah, we just made it
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, that's right.
And I made sweet potatoes, but like I used fake like keto marshmallows and fake brown sugar, like the stevia.
Our doctor said we can start with this week. We can have potatoes, which I thought was odd, already adding potatoes, but that's what our paperwork says. So we decided to start with sweet potatoes. So, but yeah,
And that's pretty much.
yeah, nothing too.
We eat a lot of tuna. We eat a
Yeah.
lot of chicken, like
Tuna
tuna
salad,
chicken.
egg salad, and chicken salad.
Yeah, egg salad. Yeah, yogurt. A lot of yogurt.
I wanted to try everybody talks about the buffalo dip bake, I guess, that you can have on the soft food. The buffalo chicken.
Cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Cottage cheese dip.
Yeah.
Pepsi tried that.
Delicious.
Was it?
Delicious.
I heard it's really good.
I'm not
Sorry,
a
I
cottage
can't do
cheese
cottage.
fan. Yeah, I'm not a cottage cheese fan. 10 out of 10.
Wow. I wasn't either, and I like cottage cheese now. I put it in my scrambled eggs, and it makes my scrambled eggs a whole other level. Whole other level. They make them cheesy and creamy and delicious. It's so
Do
good.
you whip it? Do you blend it first and then mix it in with the eggs?
No, I make my scrambled egg, and then I put it in. I cook it a little bit. Then before the egg is done all the way, I'll add the cottage cheese in, and I'll just cook it all together, and it just melts into the eggs. Man, it's fire.
I thought it sounded really gross, but it did taste great.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does.
And we don't have similar tastes. Like he likes a lot of. I'll eat any vegetable that you put in front of me, any fruit that you put in front of me. I'll eat it. He eats corn. Like that's the one, and green beans. Corns and green beans. That's like it. So we do not have similar tastes at all, but we both liked it.
Corn now anyway, so it's sad. Not yet, anyway. Next week.
Not yet.
Next, on our 6th week, which is next Friday, or this coming Friday, we are allowed to start eating steak and fajita meat and bananas and all that stuff. Basically, if your stomach can tolerate it, we can go full blown into whatever we want. So she'll probably do better than that than I will, but definitely looking forward to getting a banana back in my life because that's my favorite fruit.
Half a banana.
Half a banana, I'm sorry. Doctor says half a banana is a serving, so.
Which is crazy. And so I'm supposed to do with the other half. I'm supposed to just let it sit there, let it get brown. Like, I don't want it then.
Exactly.
You gotta find someone to share a banana with me. Exactly.
That's why we did the surgery together so we could share a banana. So you're like, the great plan. We could each have half.
What about your social life? Like, have you guys thought about like how date night is going to be a little bit different? Because I know for us, date night was usually going out to eat. Like,
it is.
Always.
We haven't been on one as of yet, but we've already discussed when we are able to go out and actually eat the things we want, we're just gonna get one meal and split it. Because we just figured if we got a 6-ounce steak, that's 3 ounces each, and then our doctor says eat your vegetables next and then your carbs last. So they're like, you'll be full by the time you get to the carbs, so you'll never get your carbs in. But so I figured that, or they gave us a card, they're mailing it to us, where we can order off the children's menu and order children meals. So we haven't got that far yet, but that's our goal, is we're just gonna share.
We're really homebodies a lot, and we don't eat out a lot.
We used to. Well, we asked a DoorDash. Let's be clear. DoorDash was our Achilles heel for sure. That was
DoorDash was a bill at my house.
yeah.
For real. It really was. So
And when literally everything is literally 2 minutes from our house, and we still DoorDash that, so
Oh, okay. It's not just me. Okay, because I do the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
too lazy.
I drive
Bring it
in on the way home.
Yes.
Still order it.
we used to do that too. Mostly if we go anywhere to eat, it's to my parents or to his mom's house. And my mom will cook whatever she needs to accommodate.
And my family doesn't know yet, so we're going over there for the day before Mother's Day, and I was like, "Why don't you make hot dogs and hamburgers?" So this way we know we can at least eat, a hamburger. We'll most likely split it, or a hot dog and be okay.
If this is hitting home, go ahead and follow the show. And if you haven't already, join the Facebook group Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe. You can also sign up for the email list at bariatricpaths.com for updates and event info.
What's something that you love about how your relationship has evolved through this journey?
I love to be the bossy one now and be like, take your vitamin. Because I never got to, I'm not a very bossy person. You can ask any one of my 3 kids, they'll tell you I'm not terribly bossy at all. But I like that, like now I'm like every weekend, I'm like, let's go do something. Let's go walk around Costco. Let's go walk around Sam's. Let's go to the farmer's market.
Yeah, we try to like on Saturday mornings go out and do something just to get out of the house. So just doing that together, spending more time together, more time that we don't already spend together. We realize that, but at least outside of the 4 walls of the house.
What advice would you have for other couples who are considering doing the surgery together?
Absolutely do it.
Yeah, do it. I wish I'd done it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It would have it changed my life back then, just understand that there will be struggles and you got to support each other,
Not judge each other.
yeah.
We listen, we don't judge.
Even when you eat the animal crackers,
Even when you
don't judge me.
did not judge her. I said, it's
So I would
okay.
have helped you.
Yeah.
I would have been like, what? You were going to go get the cookies for me?
I would have threw them out and you would have grabbed
That's what he did when he found out too. He threw them away.
threw them away. I got them out of the house.
It's like, oh, my animal cracker.
But yeah, definitely do it and just be there for each other and also be very aware that even though you're getting the same surgery, the journey is very different.
Extremely
And
different.
like I said, I'm going through a mental struggle. Mindy's not. So her being there and constantly cheering me on if I do manage to finish what's on my plate and just having that support, it's been great. So, and just cheering her on when she sits and gets through her exercise because I know her back still bothers her and just constantly just uplifting each other. So, but it is very different journeys. But again, just listening to each other, understanding each other, and just being there for each other. It's the most important thing.
What are your long-term goals for your health and your relationship moving forward?
More babies?
No. My oldest daughter she'll be 30 this year. And then I've got 21 and 19. So they're all grown up. So no more babies.
Yeah.
These are my bonus babies. I'm their stepdad. I never wanted children ever growing up. And I met Mindy and voila, 3 kids. So here I have, but I do call them my bonus babies. They're great
He's a
kids.
good dad. He's a really good dad.
Yeah, they're great kids and I love them. But as far as long term, for myself, like I said, I want to become more active. The one thing, as far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to jog. It sounds silly, but that's all I've ever wanted to do. When I'm out walking, I'm so tempted to jog, but I'm scared. I'm scared for my knees. I'm scared. Well, what if my fat ass? Oops, sorry. What if I fall? And I can't get up. I probably couldn't get myself up at this point, but I just wanted. I think the idea of running or jogging is very freeing to me, and I really want to get to the point where I can jog. So that would be like on my long-term list. And just being more active, going out more than, once a week, just getting out a little bit more. And as
And
far
I
as,
think people don't ever say this out loud, but I want to be skinnier. I mean, people will say, I'm doing it for my health. I'm doing it for this reason. I'm doing it for that reason. But I want to be skinnier. And yes, I want to be.
You want to be a size what? Large?
I don't even care if I'm kind of tall for a girl. I'm like 5'7". So even if I got to
5'9".
oh, girl, you're really tall. Even if I got to like to be a size 12, I'd be super ecstatic at that point. I don't want to be skinny.
She can't be skinny. I don't like skinny girls. I said she needs to
Don't like me.
she needs to keep meat on her bones. she
Lord, not meat on the bones after surgery. We should have had that discussion before.
That's what I said. What if I get too skinny for you? He's like, I love you anyway.
I'll stay with you, even though I could probably kick my teeth with your bones, but I'll say you need to eat a cheeseburger.
Can't eat a cheeseburger.
Okay, so at the end of every episode, we like to have a my journey, my business moment where we share things that might not be according to the rule book, but it's something that we do in our journeys to be able to sustain. And it's our business, so we're going to do it. So is there something you would like to share with the audience that is a my journey, my business moment?
What do we do that we shouldn't do that works for us? I don't drink my protein shakes, but I drink my water. I have to choose between protein shakes and water. I'm going for water because don't want to get any more dehydrated than I'm pretty sure that I am. So I definitely drink a lot of water, more than my protein. For me, that works so I don't have to end up in the hospital getting a IV drip. But I don't know. You stick to the rules, don't you? I don't know. She may be.
Yeah,
She
pretty
could be
much.
naughty.
Oh,
I don't know.
I can. He's always watching. Well, unless I'm at work, but then I can't do it at work either because we don't have vending machines or anything. Thus far, I think we've been really. I mean, we ate French fries yesterday. It did say we could eat
We can-
potatoes.
They didn't say we couldn't have fried. They just said we could have potatoes. So, but again, we only ate 2 French fries, and it sat extremely heavy for a very long time. So it did not sit as well as other food. So I knew that pretty much my stomach wasn't ready for that. So again, tried it, didn't quite work, and try again in another week or 2 and see how it sits. Not that we want to make a habit of eating French fries, obviously, but if we're in a situation, I mean, our in-laws, my in-laws, her mom, they treated us, what we're gonna say, no, like we're like, okay, we tried to pick the best we could off of a menu at a fast food restaurant. So, we were like, oh, they have sell like 2-piece tenders. Okay, we'll go with that. We should have split that, is what we should have done.
Yeah,
But
I ate rice and spit it out napkin, but only because I cooked it for my son, and I was like, oh, I don't know if it's done. So I ate it and spit it in a napkin.
I hear a lot
So it's hard to know if rice is done.
But I think that's the worst thing I've done.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything right now that's like, oh, you know what, we're gonna do this, and oh, it's working. I'm gonna keep doing it even though the paperwork doesn't say to do it. We're not at that point yet.
Yeah, they're still new. We'll ask them
Yeah,
again in 6
yeah,
months.
6 months, because I'm sure we will have an answer for you then.
Or animal cracker.
We're just scared of getting sick, so we're like really
Yeah.
trying to stick to what we're supposed to stick to. Like I said, these other people that are out there on 3 weeks doing crazy stuff, how they're doing it. Like Chipotle is the biggest thing I see people eat because you can get all bunch of Chipotle stuff all soft. They get the beans and this and that. I'm just like, still, that scares me. I'm like, not yet.
We don't want to throw up. Like I hate throwing up more than anyone else in the world. I think everybody probably thinks that, but I am not going to throw up. So I will not.
Well, I would say I haven't thrown up. I've dumped a couple of times, but it's never been thrown up. Honestly, I would have thrown. I wish it would have came up. It would have went a lot better. But it was just
Dumping.
you
the dump-
feel it.
Yeah, the dumping for me is not a thing. Only because I should say not a thing. Doesn't bother me only because I had my gallbladder out many years ago, and I'm pretty sure that gave me dumping the rest of my life. So I've dealt with that aspect of it, so that doesn't bother me. I'm used to that throwing up though. Yeah, no one. I can't breathe. It's horrible. It's
gross.
no bueno. What about you guys? I want to hear your dirty secret about your journey, your business.
Let's see. Let's what happened now recently. That's a little dirty secret of mine. Okay, when I first had surgery, I couldn't really do coffee that much, but now I'm over like 18 months out, so I can handle coffee again. And I will say, I put sugar in my coffee, you guys. I can't have
Yeah, I don't blame you.
the sugar-free stuff. Like, I put the sugar-free flavoring, but I just got to put at least two spoons, just 2 spoons of sugar in my coffee. I'm sorry. You want
Do
the
you
sugar?
still do you still count your macros? Do you keep track of your macros at this point, or you pretty much know?
I never did that.
Oh, There you go. It's not you.
Never did that. I mean, I'll take that back. I did it and this is so funny. I did it pre-surgery because I just wanted to kind of get the mindset of it and, know what I was looking for. But once they cut my stomach and I could eat 3 bites, it was just like whatever 3 bites I'm eating.
That's what he says every time I say,
Counting.
holy crap.
Like, how do you
What? 3 bites? How do you track 3 bites?
Exactly. But I do follow their rule. No matter what, I eat my protein first, all of that first before I eat my veggies, and my carbs I usually last. And still, most days, if I get to carbs, it's like a bite or 2. So, and then I'm not mad at myself because I felt like, okay, I ate everything else I was supposed to. So if I still got a little room, yay. But that's about the most I do when it comes to tracking. I do make sure I do my protein shakes. I make sure I do one of those a day and I drink my water, but that's about it. I'm sorry. I got too much stuff going on to be counting bites.
That's funny.
What about you, Jesse? What are you doing?
He's still new. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't do nothing. Like I eat chicken and broccoli every day, or chicken and cabbage every day. That's it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner mainly. Last night we went out to eat. I had a fraternity meeting yesterday, and we all went to a restaurant, and I got a chicken cheesesteak with no bread and zucchini and squash. And I only ate like a quarter of it. So, I really haven't done anything yet. I probably my vice is probably I tried to eat too much one time,
Yeah.
and because it was there, and I'm like, bro, I gotta have it. I gotta have what is.
Yeah.
I had to have it, so
Mm-hmm.
I took an extra spoonful of cabbage. Cabbage is my love language. I love cabbage.
Cabbage too.
And so my wife left the house, and I'm just sitting here, just going in the kitchen. Ooh, about to get some cabbage. Started eating it, and next thing you know, I'm laying in the middle of the kitchen floor, like begging for my life because I'm like, I won't do this again. So I've learned from then on. I have food cues, so I'll start like gargling or belching on the inside before it comes out. So you will start feeling that. But 99% of the time, everybody knows I eat the same thing. I eat, sugar-free barbecue sauce, sugar-free honey mustard on chicken, and mix it with cabbage. I'm actually about to get ready to eat it now. I eat it every day for my little quarter couple meal. I eat 4 times a day, and I drink a protein shake. I've wasted money on protein shakes because I've bought like 7 different bottles, and I only found one that I absolutely can't wait to drink every day, which is the Fruity Pebbles. But yeah, that's it. That's it. I just eat the same thing. I started at 511 pounds. I don't want to get back to that size. So I'm trying to stay on the straight and narrow, and I have the thought process and the willpower, and I am the person that will gorge out on something before I get tired. So like if I eat chicken and broccoli right now, next week it'll be salmon and whatever, salmon and cabbage. I'll eat that. I will gorge on it. So now when I get tired of it, that's a different story. I don't know. We'll talk about it in 6 months.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back to you in 6 months. How about
Come
carbonation?
back to me in 6 months.
Do you drink any carbonation at this point?
I don't.
No. Have you ever tried?
So I did try. I would say I tried maybe around Christmas time. So it's right at my year mark. I just had a few sips of my son's Fanta, and worst 2 sips ever. It's still. So and then for me, I do the flavored water and everything. So it's not like I was really missing it. But how sometimes you just feel like I just need a little burp. You just
Yes.
carbonation.
Yeah.
But it's not the same anymore. That's not a burp you want. That is really. Are you able to?
No, I haven't tried.
Bro.
But Diet Pepsi, but damn, and that's the one thing I miss drinking more than anything. I don't like flavored water. It makes me thirsty.
Yeah.
I don't anything flavored.
You can
makes
let it
me,
get flat. Just have it right.
I said that. He said it was.
No one wants.
I mean, if you want the taste, but the carbonation, I'm telling you, 2 sips and for an hour, I was just feeling awful. It felt like her pocket is in the middle of my chest. Just from 2 sips of soda.
Yeah.
And I had the bypass, but still, I was just get sold. I don't have the MS on it.
Right.
I would never guess you were over 500 pounds. Like you look so slender in your face.
Thank you. I just posted it
Well,
Right. I just posted a before and after picture, and I think Jatoya can kind of see the difference a little bit in that picture, right?
yeah, you look completely different. You're doing good.
Right. And I am very, very, very self-conscious. I step on the scale every day. I do those things.
Oh, see, I can't do. Mindy does stepping on the side.
I'm the person that I'm saying stressing out, saying, "Listen, I'm not losing enough weight," and she's like, "You lost 50 pounds in a month. What are you stressing about? Like, it's not going to be 200 pounds in a month. See in 6 months how much you're losing." I put a suit on yesterday. It's snug, but that's how I wear my clothes. I wear my clothes like to fit, not baggy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So and I took a picture, and I was just like, "Huh." I see it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I have to weigh myself once a week. I refuse to live by the scale. It'll drive me crazy, where Mindy, on the other hand, needs to step on the scale. But I'm like, if I step on the scale and I lost an ounce, or if I didn't lose anything, it would make me crazy. It's like,
That's when you quit the surgery, you quit the sleeve, and then you just like,
What you go give it back? Give me my stomach back.
that's what
I
you
want my
do.
stomach back.
It's can't.
like, put it back.
It's like your stomach ain't gonna let you quit, so you just got to deal with it.
For me, I do it daily, and it's honestly just like a little quick reminder of like what I'm doing this for, and kind of like, okay, because because you have to know like you're gonna go up and down, up and down. But I know if I had a half a biscuit, I know now it's time to drink more water.
But if you're okay with seeing it go up a pound or down a pound, but if it goes up a pound and it messes you up mentally, then there's a problem.
Then you need to stay away from it. Then if you can't handle it, then stay away from the scale. And I will say for women, we are going to go up and down. Like through that month, you're going to go like this most of the month. So for me, I just like a range. As long as I stay in my little 10-pound range, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But again, you have to have that mindset, because if it freaks you out, then that's not healthy for you at all. So do you guys share your experiences on social media? And if so, what kind of content can people expect from you?
We just started. We're doing
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. It's the VSG couple, I think is what you named it. So that's where we are on there. We
need to make an update.
We're a week behind.
While.
Yeah, we haven't done our last week update. So, but we're just kind of sharing what we're going through on there. And but yeah, so if they want to know about us, VSG couple on TikTok, VSG is all caps.
I don't know if it matters.
I don't know either. You made it. I didn't.
If there's a cute picture of us, you'll recognize us.
Yeah, we're cute.
I love it. Yes, that's where I found you guys on TikTok. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. You guys got it at the same time together. I loved it. So I'm glad I found you. I definitely want you guys to come back so you can see how you guys progress and how you guys are, still loving each other through your journeys. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful moment. I love love. Like I'm the one I'm married. I want all my friends to be married. I want everyone to be happy. So I just love when I see couples that are just like working, like, yay, love. Thank you guys so much for keeping me.
Yeah, it was
fun to see you guys again. Yeah. All right.
Appreciate you guys. All right, bye.
Before you go, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and share this with someone walking their own path. Join the Facebook group Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe, and sign up at bariatricpaths.com to get all the details on upcoming events, support, and more. We're in this together. Go out there and crush it. This podcast is for support and inspiration only. It is not medical advice. Always talk to your doctor or care team about what's right for you.